Hi, hello, this is Ronnie coming to you live tonight and I wanted to come to you live. And why am I coming to you live tonight? If you caught my live a couple of days ago, I talked about, just you're interested in generating income. You have to really think about where your expenses are, right? You have to understand. Oops, let me fix this. Okay. If you were interested in generating income, what you have to do is really understand where your expenses are going. You have to understand, because if you do not, you're going to constantly say you need more income because you don't understand where your money is going out to. And then again, if you can't manage a small amount of money, what makes you think that you can manage a lot of money? And you can't, right? It's a much harder. So that's what I wanted to that's what I was talking about. But I wanted to continue the conversation and talk about, okay, now you're really ready to create income, create additional income. You want start thinking about building wealth. And this is called building wealth through the Stone Age. You do not want to build your wealth through the Stone Age. And what I mean by that, outdated methods, right? The Flintstones, that's what I think about the Stone Age, outdated methods. And so um, you have to start thinking about how you're going to generate income. So what I want to talk about in what I mean by outdated methods, I'll use this as an example. For generations and generations, what was taught was to get a job at a manufacturing plant in a manufacturing, work there for so many years, work at a company for so many years, and then retire from the company. Now you telling generation after generation to do these things, and then what happened? Before this might have happened to you or someone that you know personally, that they didn't, that one person or whoever, many of people didn't make it to retirement. They were let go before they even reached that time frame. And there was a lot of chaos. There was a lot of blame for the economy, the president, whatever it is, the company. But really, was it a company? Yes, you can say that, but really look in the mirror, right? Look in the mirror. So, and I'm going to get back to that and tie that all together. Now, another scenario is that I believe, you may agree or disagree. This is my path. This is my journey that I went through. But I do believe that this journey is becoming outdated. Not to say that you can't still do this, because you can. You really have to zero in why you are doing it, not because someone is saying that you should do this. And what I'm talking about is going to college. How many people do you know that go to college recently, right? Are they working in the field that they're working in? How many do you know? You might know one or two. But I graduated so long ago, right? And I love what I do. But how many people are taught to go to college, to live a better life, to generate income, to build wealth? Well, a lot of them that were told this don't even know why they're going. And that's my whole point. Understand that. But again, to me, that's starting to sound like outdated information. So what do you do? What do you do? There's so many alternatives that you can do in this day and age. So if you don't get a job out of college, whose fault is that? That's the companies, that's the economy, that's the president's fault. Here we go with the same sound, right? The same sound bite, right? So again, have to think about these things, right? Another scenario. Now, I know this feeling. I hear this too. And this might be something that you are going through. I don't have the energy to learn anything new. I'm just going to stay at this job and retire. I understand the energy. I understand that, because when I graduated from college, I did not have the energy to continue going on and on and on. I just didn't. I didn't have the energy, right? But over the last couple of years or so, I started working on my mindset. That's a huge thing. Working on my mindset. And then what happened is I started learning about things that are not outdated, new things that are happening that people can start generating income and start creating an economy for themselves and not worried, still their mind is stuck in the outdated information about going to college or working at this job. And I want to say this. Now, all of these things, now let's think of this scenario. You thinking that you're going to stay at a job and you just don't have the energy, but come maybe next week, next month, or next year, the company comes to you and say, we don't need you anymore. This is way beyond your retirement age, 10 years, 15 years before that, and say they don't need you anymore. So because, either they offshored your position or they found, value in someone else, they can do it for cheaper, or the system that they have changed around just change. So what do? You get mad at the company, you get mad at the economy, you get mad at the president and blaming all these people instead of looking in the mirror at yourself, because you chose to say that you didn't have the energy to learn anything new. Now, I understand, like I said, I understand the energy piece, but you still have to learn some things. Figure out what's going on now, figure it out. Because if you have younger siblings, you have grandkids, you have kids that are coming up, you do not want to keep telling them, especially if you're saying manufacturing jobs. Now, there are some technical manufacturing jobs that are up and up. People are not understanding that's something different. But I'm talking about the old school manufacturing jobs, or even go to college to get a great job, to generate income, to build wealth. I'm sorry, man. That is not, I don't see that as the only way. And it's starting to sound a little bit outdated, right? Let's learn all the things that we can do. And better yet, even though there's a big thing happening on the internet now, you can generate income, you can start building wealth, right? Because it's right in the midst. It's not on its way out yet, but there are things within that are outdated, and eventually it will get outdated. I don't want anyone to believe that, oh, I found a gold mine, I'm going to sit here for 20 years and not learn anything else. Because I'm going to tell you, things are going to change. It's like saying, okay, I'm going to have an e-commerce store. I'm generating all this income, sales. This is great. I'm not learning anything else. I'm just going to concentrate on the store. Okay, do that and see what happens. You didn't have enough energy to learn more about e-commerce, traffic sources and all these different things. And before you know it, your store is not generating sales anymore. So this whole thing, what I'm talking about is, do not depend on generating income, building wealth on outdated information. Stay up to date as much as you can. And if you are getting older, I know how it is to not, it's hard, right? But do it. Make a game out of it. And at least learn enough to carry it over to your kids, so they'll know, so they'll have that in them, your grandkids, your younger siblings, so they'll have that instilled in them, not to believe still about college or it. I haven't heard this, but, or even saying going to get a job in manufacturing, right? Like the old school way, right? So I just wanted to share this with you. If you're someone that's gung-ho and you're ready to generate income, and and you just say, you know what, I don't want that. I don't want the outdated information. I understand college is not the way to go for me, or I want to know more alternatives that I can be valuable. How can I be valuable? Please feel free to reach out to me. There's so many things out there for you. There's so many things that can fit you, fit into your lifestyle. If it's work from home or work wherever you want to be, if you want to go stay in Hawaii or the Bahamas for so many weeks, you can still work from there, right? There's so many options out there. You don't have to just stay in an office, So that's another subject out there, but I hope this was helpful to you. And again, reach out to me if you want to discuss this, or better yet, if you want to take a look at, what's offered, what I'm a part of. I'm part of several things, not too many, but I believe there's a link around this video, should be below. Click the link. Again, if you'd rather reach out to me, I have the links below as well, how to reach out to me. So have a great night, have a great evening, and remember, to work on your mindset. When you work on your mindset, everything ties back to your mind. And that's so important in this, right? You change your mindset, you change your life, right? You start going in different directions, right? You're not thinking that outdated information anymore. You're not stuck. So have a great night, great evening. I hope to come live to you soon again, all right? Peace.